My brother's name was Guy. He was a gentle giant, just a big 6'2", 6'3", big old redhead. He was a very quiet person. Until he got to know you, be very reserved, but once he did, he would talk your ear off. He had a very funny, somewhat occasionally inappropriate sense of humor, but he was fiercely loyal over the people in his circle. Just a really good kid. I was 17, he was 15, and he had gotten a staph infection actually on a vacation. It took him to the hospital where he was introduced to morphine. In our family, if access to that's left unchecked, it can cause a problem, and Guy got a taste of that, and he also dealt with mental health issues that I think that he used that to help alleviate what was going on with him mentally. As an adult, he would relapse or fall back into it because we would notice he's not taking his mental health medication, and maybe his hygiene or home would start to deteriorate a bit more. And then when he was doing well, home was clean, show up to work, he would be more alert, on time, just more present. He ended up using heroin, and he passed away from autopsy reports said a fentanyl overdose. It's cliche, but it's the phone call that you never want to get. And I know when Guy died, a couple of people asked me, and are you gonna tell people what happened? And I'm like, of course we're gonna tell people what happened. Why wouldn't we? This is not gonna help anybody if we don't talk about it. My brother and I were both introduced to prescription painkillers at similar ages. For me, wisdom teeth, something like that, just a minor surgery where they would to alleviate the pain. It was interesting because I can't say that I didn't like how I felt on painkillers, but I never was drawn to seeking them out afterwards, where that wasn't the case for Guy. And that's absolutely not a character flaw or a personality flaw, but it was the difference between how we, were.
Yeah.
And so I just always wondered, why wasn't it me as well? From a sibling perspective, the relationship that my parents had with my brother and the relationship that I had, it's a very different relationship in how you cope with someone that's struggling. I was fortunate enough to be able to talk to people and seek help, and I think if I could share anything, especially with siblings, it's that sometimes you feel as if maybe you can't talk about it because you're in this balancing act between, I have these feelings that sometimes are not very positive. I don't want to bring it up to my parents because I don't want them to feel guilt for focusing on him when he needs this so much. And I just want siblings especially to know that their feelings are valid, and it's just so healthy to talk about it with people because it helps you navigate the very complex feelings that you are going through.